But in this video, guys, we're actually going to be talking about affordable housing in a different genre or different aspect of real estate. Now, specifically, I want to talk about a big term that's being thrown around now: tiny homes, prefabricated homes, mobile homes, and ADUs, which stand for Accessory Dwelling Units. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Joel Vargas. Welcome to JV Real Estate, where we talk about real estate, affordable housing, faith, health, and business. Stay tuned, guys. It's going to be a good one today. Now we're going to talk about these right now and kind of the good and bad about each. So let's get right into it. Yeah. So starting with tiny homes. Now I know that there are people that love the idea of tiny homes and they love the idea of being able to buy a tiny home and to live in a tiny home. If you are someone that's looking to buy a tiny home and live with it and you want to put it on, let's say, a piece of land, that is actually a fantastic idea. The issue is with tiny homes that you would have to check on the city rules and regulations or the county city rules and regulations if they allow for tiny homes to be had. Give them a call, whatever city or county you're looking at, give them a call or the county and ask them, hey, I have this piece of land in XYZ county, XYZ city. Can I put a tiny home on it? And go from there, see what they say. From my experience, there's a good amount of counties and cities that don't allow for tiny homes if that's just like the primary residence there. But there are cities and counties that do allow it, so you got to give them a call, find out, follow the rules and regulations. Again, when you have a tiny home, guys, you still got to put plumbing. You want to do HVAC and all the infrastructure to be set up correctly. That is time and money, but again, it is a possibility. Second, we're going to go into right now prefabricated homes. Now, prefabricated homes is a fancy way of saying homes that are assembled in a factory. They're sent to you. They're shipped to you to the actual piece of land, the property you want to put it on. And it's kind of like a big Lego where you can just unassemble it. You follow like a guideline how to assemble it, and boom, it's up and running in not too long of a time. This is a very, very popular thing happening right now because it's pretty much like they're shipping your home in a container. They come and set it up, and boom, it's already set up. Now, as we said about tiny homes, you do have to check for your city and county rules and regulations to make sure it's allowed. And again, guys, you do have to set up the infrastructure, plumbing, HVAC, electrical. But call the city and county you have that land on to see if they allow it. But again, another great route, if they do allow it, check it out and go from there, guys. Third, we're going to be talking about ADUs. Now, ADUs stand for Accessory Dwelling Units. Now, the idea of an ADU is that it acts as almost like a secondary home to a primary home. Now, an ADU, you can think of it kind of like a little house, you can think of it as, or like a little tiny home. Now, the catch with ADUs, the reason why they're called accessory dwelling units is because they are an accessory to the primary residence that is on that property. So normally, in order to have an accessory dwelling unit, which is like a second little home or like a guest house or like a granny's nook, that's how you can kind of think of it, the ADU needs to be put on a property that already has a primary residence, hence the term accessory dwelling unit. It is an accessory dwelling unit to a primary residence. So it's like if you have a house already on a piece of land, it's already built, you call the city and the county and make sure that it's allowed, but you can put an accessory dwelling unit, which can be like a second little home. There's different variations of this, but you can put it on the home so long as it's on the same property as the primary residence. So again, another fantastic benefit, to having an ADU. It's like a little guest house, granny's nook. Check them out. Make sure they're allowed, but it's a fantastic idea so long as it's permitted. The other thing that I want to talk about is mobile homes. Now, guys, some of you know or some of you don't know that I'm a big fan of mobile homes. The reason why I like mobile homes, or I'm really in love with them, is because it gives affordable housing to people that want to be able to purchase a home without spending an exorbitant amount of money. Obviously, you guys know that real estate is very expensive now. So I believe that mobile homes is the best alternative. Now, again, you have to go by the city and county rules and regulation. But the best thing about mobile homes, guys, typically, like if you buy it brand new from a factory, they send it to you. It's set up. Obviously, you have to have the infrastructure, electrical, HVAC, and plumbing. But they send it out on a trailer. It's set up. Boom. It's put. It's tied to the ground, and you have a home, guys. I personally like the idea of mobile homes because I think it's the least hassle of all the type of affordable housing units. I love the idea that they pretty much already come assembled, and it's just a matter of just hooking it up to the plumbing and the electrical. Honestly, I always look at mobile homes as the best alternative because if you have like an acre or 2 acres or a couple of acres, you can put a couple of mobile homes on there. You can either sell them with the land or sell them without the land. But I think it's a great purchase for those who are looking to buy and own or occupy it. And from the business side, it's a great investment for those that are looking to buy it as an investment and charge rent for long term, or sell the property like it is a single family unit. Now, on a side note about mobile homes, most people don't know this, or if you do know this, you can actually finance a mobile home through an FHA loan. Now, the catch with this is that if you are to get a mobile home qualified with FHA loan, it cannot have been moved more than once. Now, I've heard of stories where people are able to finance it when a mobile home has been moved more than once, but the idea of it is that it needs to go from the factory to the piece of land, and there's a technique called tying it down to the land, which they pretty much tie it to the land, and it goes from personal property to real property, classifying it as a single family home. Again, guys, there are people that buy land, develop land. They buy from the factory, put it on the piece of land, and now they sell it as a single family home. They make the land nice, and you have some of these mobile homes on like an acre of land selling for $250,000 because they're much easier to finance with an FHA loan. Now there are a little bit of intricacies, right? Again, you have to have the plumbing, the electrical, and all the infrastructure set up. But guys, to me, it's the fastest way to set up a single family home in my eyes, and or it's one of the fastest ways that allows for people to be homeowners. And some of these mobile homes, guys, I've been in them, like they're full on houses. Like you wouldn't even know you're in a mobile home. So check them out, guys. I think it's a great alternative. And if you guys are interested in mobile homes, I have a link in my bio that teaches you how to make money off of mobile homes, whether you have just a few $100 or you want to do it the intermediate or professional way. Check out that link in my bio, guys, and stay tuned.